My name is Justin Dici, and today I want to be talking about my dad, John. My dad died when I was 3 months old in a very unfortunate and unforeseen automobile accident. Before that, he served in the Marines for 4 years in the early 80s, and while he enjoyed his time in the Marine Corps, he was eager to get home to my mom. He was also a very adventurous guy. He was a biker, and he would disappear sometimes for weeks, and my family would say that he would come back sunbaked and smiling. So before I could walk, talk, or even roll over, I was set on a course not of my own choosing, but it was my reality nonetheless. Being fatherless isn't something that I would wish on anyone. When I was growing up, I didn't even really have an emotional response to not having a dad. People would say they were sorry when they heard that my dad had died when I was so young, and I was just kind of numb because how could I have an emotional response to someone that I'd never met? When I was about 5 years old, I used to stay up at night and look out the window and wait for my dad to come home. Now, he wasn't really coming home, but I wanted him to. I wanted him to drive in the driveway and say that he had been on a mission or that he had faked his own death, but now he was home and he was never going to leave. As I got older, I began to see more and more how my lack of a father was having a negative impact on my life. I lacked confidence, I couldn't handle negative criticism, and I lacked the ability to see love and receive love. And all of these things compounded into me being a very confused, troubled young man. However, life hasn't been all bad though. Even in the worst of times, there's been good things that I've been blessed with. For instance, I was able to serve as a missionary for 4 years and travel the world. I met my wife Lauren, and I figured out what I want to do with my life, which is become a counselor. In Romans 8, it says that God works all things together for good, and I really think that my life is a living example of that, because even though I know God didn't choose for my dad to die, he used it to shape my life, and I can honestly say I can't imagine having a better life than I'm having right now.